Ew. Pretty gnarly, is it not? Alright, so that's a little bit better. I left that in. I have no idea what it is. Almost looks like a tomato plant. It has little balls on it. But it's not a tomato plant. It's some kind of herb. I did notice the roots were actually growing out of the ground, so I dug it up and buried it a little bit deeper. I left the pepper plant. We went ahead and harvested, but I went ahead and left it just to see what it does. Figure no harm, no foul. Okra and beans are all gone. Tobacco's gone. This is how I compost. I just cut that stuff up, throw it on there. We'll put a layer of dirt over it. I don't plan on planting in this thing again this year, so it'll be ready for next year. And we'll just keep composting in it until we get a nice layer of compost. You can see that soil looks good. Alright, so I want to take you inside and show you what we harvested today. Alright, so here's the harvest. These are the tobacco seeds we harvested today. Here's the ones we harvested not too long ago. Those are already dried, ready to be put back. You can see a few of them have some green tint on it. We'll go ahead and let those dry just a little bit longer, and then we'll go ahead and store those up. And then we'll get these drying and do the same with these. Now, we did take down the tobacco plants, but I went ahead and composted them in the same little area they were grown in, because we don't plan on growing in that part of the garden this year again. We're going to wait till next year. We'll wait till spring garden comes up before we replant that, so we'll let it compost. We'll just kind of turn it into a sort of compost bin. Just keep adding food scraps and stuff like that and keep it buried. We're going to bury what's out there under a good layer of soil, so it'll go ahead and compost down. We'll keep it kind of wet. But we got a lot of tobacco seeds. We probably got 100,000 seeds out of 2 or 3 plants. I mean, an insane amount. And probably at least 100,000 seeds. You know, one of these pods could potentially have 800 to 1,000 seeds apiece. So minimum you're looking at probably 200 to 400 seeds per pod. So we got quite a few. We did take them down, so now we don't have our sacrificial plant out there anymore. I'm kind of worried about the hornworms going over to my pepper plant, but even if they do, I don't care. We'll take the pepper plant down as well and go ahead and compost it. We did get quite a few peppers out of it. My kids kind of get picking happy and pick the little ones too, you know, that should have been ripened a little bit longer, but we'll eat that, you know, it ain't no problem. That'll make some good fajitas. You can see this one's perfect, and that's about how big they should get right there. That's just the perfect ripened pepper. Little bit unripened up top, but just pretty as hell. Not too big either. You know, these are sweet bell peppers, so they don't get real big. They're not like the giant bell peppers. But they should get a little bit bigger. You can see that one started to ripen. Still a little bit green, but not too bad. We got 11 peppers, and we probably got another half dozen on the plant. That's why I went ahead and left it. Go ahead and let those ripen out, and I'll get those too. And we will have gotten probably close to 30 peppers off this one plant with the ones that's out there now. And I left that other plant out there. I don't know what it is. It came out of the NK Lawn and Garden. But I'm pretty sure it's going to die. The stem close to the roots is already drying up and dying off. So I'm pretty sure the rest of the plant will, you know, follow shortly. But I went ahead and left it out there, see if we can't save it nonetheless. I took the roots and buried them so they weren't out on top of the soil anymore. And that's about it. We're probably not going to do a fall garden this year. We should have already started it. I've just been busy. I didn't get to work in the garden until today. It's probably been a month since I've been in it. I ain't even watered it one time. We've been getting a little bit of rain here and there, and it's been just enough that it's been cool enough that it holds it over until it rains again. So I haven't done anything in the garden. Today was the first day I've worked in the garden in over a month now, so I'm glad I finally got out there and got it done. But we'll just keep it weeded and keep it, you know, as down as we can, and come December, January, somewhere in there, we'll probably do another little garden. We have different stuff we can plant every month of the year, so we'll just have to look through and see what's good in December, January time, and see what we can go ahead and get planted. This will be the last update we do for the 2014 garden. Like I said, that's pretty much what we're getting. You can see these peppers. God, that just looks like a pretty pepper, don't it? Make me want to eat it right now. Also, I haven't fertilized my garden in probably 2 months. I used a little bit of fertilizer when I first started them out, and that was it. I haven't used any since. I ran out, and I just never went and got none. So they're not doing too bad without fertilizer, you know. Growing by themselves without it. So next year I think we'll just see again, like we did the garden the year before, was, you know, completely organic. And by organic I mean I just didn't want to buy anything. No pesticides. I still don't use pesticides. This year is the first year I actually ever used any kind of fertilizer anyway, so we'll probably cut that out next year and see if we can't just go in a more natural route. So that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.